we're here to do is bring it to you up to speed from Nigeria to Africa and to the uttermost part of the world. I'm not alone. I've got my partner with me, and together we'll drive you on a jolly ride.
It is the return of the one that never left, reporting live on duty. This is the voice of Franklin Imona, the one you love to call Uncle Fine Boy, the finest uncle talking sport in the capital city and beyond. Welcome to yet another exciting moment where we got around to talk sport on Breakfast Show. Just so you know, we are streaming live on YouTube. Quickly run to our YouTube channel. The address is 96.1 Abuja. That is VOP 96.1 Abuja. There you see exactly what we are like in the studio. Do well to like, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It went down yesterday. Sport Bishop Asna showing that class, letting us know that yes, they still have a go at the EPL. And just like I was telling someone this morning, it is the ninth of judgment for Thomas Tuchel as Bayern Munich returns to the Champions League.
Okay, guys, we'll bring you up to speed. I tell you, Champions League football tonight, the Premier League football yesterday. I tell you, bring that to you. But before then, let's go straight to this newspaper headline.
The newspaper headline.
Okay, let's begin from Complete Sport and let you know this one says Woni excelling with Northern Forest because of hard work. This coming from Uja. Arsenal make history after being big win at Sheffield United. This one also says Africa Games 2023 Flying Eagles will do Nigeria proud in Ghana. This is according to Coach Ladambo. So Africa Games 2023 Falcons coach Danjuma unveils squad. We'll let you come to that at some point on the show. Truth Econ reviews row with Pesero that nearly derailed AFCON 2023 dreams. Pesero deserves respect, not criticism from Nigerians. These are the words of Victor Ipeba. Boso unveils a Flying Eagles squad for Africa Games for 2023. Be diligent, aspire to greater heights, Guso Chadi's grassroots football coaches. And Arsenal make history after a big win at Sheffield United. So all these you can get from the Complete Sport.
All right, and quickly we move to a Sporting Sun, and we have 10 top stories from this newspaper. And first over is the picture of Jose Pesero with the Super Eagles jersey, and it reads, tempting offer. NFF woos Pesero with $80,000 monthly salary. Man United leads race for Osimhen, and Arsenal ready to cash in on Nketiah for 50 million euros. Southampton slams some 23 billion naira on Onuachu, and it is payday for Anthony Joshua as he sets to earn 31 million euros for Ngana's fight. Man United offers 60 million euros for Brima. Chelsea sticks with Pochettino until end of season, and Thomas Tuchel risks sack if. Wait on the show to find out what's the clause. And Vinicius to get banned for comment at ref. Salah will return against Manchester City, and PSG hopes to earn from Mbappe's 150 million euros transfer fee. And Manchester City in the race to sign Musiala for 80 million euros. And against our Blazer Club for selling gift Auburn.
Okay, now we move on to the Nation Sports, and this is what the Nation Sports is saying. It says NFF dismisses Eguavon as Super Eagles interim coach. Lebeleye enters Rivers United on Confederations feet. NFF license coaching course. Guzo wants ambitious, diligent grassroots coaches. African Games, Apata teams female yellow greens after Women's T20 show. Habulam or Ladipo, Yida, 17 others picked for Falcons. African Games, Bozo lists Bamayi, Daga, 18 others as Flying Eagles jet out. Nigeria to field 358 athletes in 25 sports at the 2023 Africa Games. Aruna, Omar lead other stars to table tennis quarter final. And this one here says Saudi showdown. Joshua expect tough duel with Ngannou.
And from a Punch Sports Extra, this one has the picture of a Nigerian Samuel Chukwueze with his mouth open wild. And it reads, from hero to zero. Milan's 20 million euros signing Chukwueze has struggled to impress since joining Villarreal. And in the boxing, Joshua boasts, I will knock out Ngannou. Joshua boasts, I will knock out Ngannou. Spanish test for French giants, that is in the Champions League, as Real Sociedad will be taking on Paris Saint-Germain later tonight. Tuchel predicts a difficult tie. He will be back on social media. Of course, he should be back, which is a new form that he has rediscovered for Fulham. United ahead Chelsea. Arsenal in Osimhen's race, and Zaha sets for EPL return. Arsenal, Liverpool dealt Rabiot blow, and Chelsea sets to stick with Mauricio Pochettino. Barca suffers the Young and Pedri blow, and Rangers debut thrill Ezeaku.
And finally on Sporting Life, let's let you know that the 6-star Arsenal blow away helpless Sheffield United. Al-Ain claim Asian Champions League lead over Al-Nasri. This one says no victor, no vanquish for Doma Sporting. That's all about the Nigerian Premier Football League. And Samantha Kerr plead not guilty to harassment charges. We also know that coming in also from there, we hear that Bozo Lis Bamei Daga Wosu 17 orders for Africa game. Reverse United to face North African clubs. Bamini gives up on Alonso. I will remain a gunner, the words of Mikel Arteta, and Ghana prepares to shake Africa.
All right, any news from the local scene, Sport Bishop, before we jet out from the foreign scene?
We go straight into the local scene.
News from the local scene.
Okay, let's begin from the All-Africa Games. Now, first of all, we know that from news coming from the All-Africa Games that Nigeria would have 355 athletes to participate in 25 sports. That's according to the National Nigerian Olympic Committee. In the 25 teams, this is how it looks like. I'll look at it individually. Arm wrestling has 15 athletes, athletics 50, badminton 12, basketball 3x3, 4 female, beach volleyball 4, boxing 11, chess 4, cricket 15, cycling 12, hockey 32, football 40, handball 14, judo 10, karate 14, mixed martial art 4, rugby 16, scrabble 8, swimming 4, table tennis 10, taekwondo 14, tennis 8, triathlon 4, volleyball 24, weightlifting 12, and wrestling 14. A
fantastic numbers of athletes we will be taking to the All-African Games. All is for the medal. Good medals, silver medals, bronze medals, whatever shade the medal will be, we just need them because the last time we finished second in the African Games.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we will go all out to topple the host nation, Ghana, that happens to be our rivals all the time.
How many medals should we be looking at?
For me, if we are participating in 25 games, come on, it won't be bad. It will swoop as many medals as possible.
And I'm still talking about the All-Africa Games. You know the list for Ladam Boso for the 20, that is the Flying Eagles for the African Games has been released. They made that list yesterday. And we have goalkeepers Nathaniel Wosu, Clinton Ezekiel, Samuel James for defenders. You have Daniel Bameyi, Ibrahim Abdullahi, Oladipo Akintola, Godwin Samson, Haruna Aliyu, Rabiu Abdullahi. For midfielders, you have Daniel Daga, Favor Izogo, Awal Ibrahim, Yinka Oladuje, Suleiman Idris. For forward, you have Kainde Ibrahim, Charles Agada, Nasir Muhammad, Someday Joseph, Olaleko Ibrahim, and Sadiq Isiaka. For the Falconets, that is coached by Christopher Danjuma, he has also picked his 20-man list. Goalkeepers have Andalin Ubechi, Rachel Onachuku, Faith Omilana. Defenders, you have Chukurat, Oladipo, Oluchi Ohabulam, Jumoke Alani, Chidima Ubuchi, Oluwa Bumi, Oladeji, Chidera Okenwa. Midfielders, you have Ado Yina, Joy Bokwe, Choma Olis, Chinyere Kalu, Olushola Shobowale. Forward, you have Muturayo Ezekiel, Blessed Okbei, Chiamaka Okuchuku, Lovet Ede, Judith Oka, and the light Wosu.
For me, the one that Coach Ladan Boso picked the likes of Daniel Daga, not forgetting Bameyi, and of course, also those three players are really stand-out players that we should be looking out for. Of course, we know them; they are part of the team that have done us well. But I hope to see the likes of Bameyi because there was a time he was invited to the camp of the Super Eagles, though he didn't make. Of course, they were there, but we want to see more of them in the under-20 All-African Games. As for the Falconets, we know what these ladies can do. They can give us beautiful football. Gold medals is what we want.
Okay, we now know that Taekwondo has released their 10-man list as well. That comprises of two-time African game medalist Francis Au doing 2 kg, 2021 Africa Championship Enku Uwa of 3 kg, and the top of the list is women's team Marachi Udeze, Adijat Aziz, and Sarah Ubar. For the men's judokas, we have Michael Agbo, Kainde Oremu, Taiwo Aremu, Ibrahim Abdullahi, Dan Mini Micha, while the coaches are Lua Tony Ojo and Christian Remu. We hear a mom and twin sons to represent Nigeria in judo.
It's a full family. And imagine when all three of them will be on the media podium. It is something that it's going to be a record and a sight to behold. This is what the beautiful game of sport can bring. Unite family, unite tribes as well as nations together.
Absolutely.
It is something that I will really look out for.
Okay, now let's go to the Nigerian Premier Football quickly before we leave the local scene. We hear that Abia Warriors were 1-0 better than Kano Pillars at the Sani Abacha Stadium. Who would have believed that? Better Lodge scored the goal for them in that encounter in the 79 in that game to get a victory. Talking about Daniel Ije in the 79 minutes to give them a 1-0 shock victory. I think the return to the Goslap Abbey Stadium has brought a new lease of life for Aqua United as they beat Eyimba 3-1. Suleiman and Sani got a hat-trick alongside David Phillip as well. Chike Boma scored the constitution goal, and as well at the Pantami Stadium, Doma and Lagos shared to a stalemate.
The game between Abia Warriors and Kano Pillars, it is something that really caught my fancy because the last time Kano Pillars, better still, the first time they lost at home was far back in 2003 on the 21st of June, where they were beaten by Julius Berger of Lagos. And surprisingly, Bethel Orji, who is the present coach of Abia Warriors, was in the squad that defeated Kano Pillars right there at the Sani Abacha Stadium way back in 2003. And in 2005, it was Nasarawa United on the 23rd of August that inflicted their second home loss after 12 years of being unbeaten. It lasted 12 years, 2 months and 3 days.
Absolutely.
And now Abia Warriors have said, no, we have come, we saw, and we conquered.
Okay, guys, good news for Eyimba assistant coach. Talking about Yemi Daniel Olarewaju, we hear he is updating his portfolio and is adding a UEFA B license to his existing badge. Don't forget, he was part of the coaching co-assistant to Finidi George that won the MPFL last season. From here, we head out to the foreign scene.
Let's take you to the foreign scene.
And just one man joins us just as we're about moving into the foreign scene. Come on, he comes in Nicodemously every other time of the day.
In the night. Is he a thief?
Welcome to the show. His name is Mr. J, but people call him Makoji. Good morning to you.
Thank you, Sports Bishop. Good morning, fine boy. Good morning, listeners.
Now we're going to the foreign scene, guys. And I have to start from Arsenal. That's why I brought you in quickly. Arsenal 6-0 dropping of Sheffield United at the Bramall Lane. Odegaard, I don't go by Bogo, Gabriel Martinelli, Kai Havertz, Declan Rice, and of course, surprisingly, Ben White got into discussion. But unfortunately, one man couldn't break the record of 6 consecutive games in the Premier League. Bukayo Saka.
That was the only negative of the game.
But 6-0
for 6 days, it's not a surprising thing because some of us have been following Arsenal for some times now. We could easily predict what the result would be, and thankfully they didn't disappoint the prediction because if you look at Arsenal is ticking all the positive boxes lately, and maybe one thing we'll advise everyone is if you need a strong comeback, just go to Dubai and have a holiday.
See that Dubai holiday? Exactly. So football is in Saudi Arabia.
And one beautiful thing that went down in that game yesterday. So Arsenal at 39 minutes they were already 5 goals off, and that was a record in the Premier League.
They would have broken another one.
They would have broken a record, but
they
did not.
The only team to score 6 in the first half. Unfortunately, I don't think they knew. if they are new,
they would have gone on to get that all-important
but
6
they are
goals.
the 14th team to do so, score 5 goals in the first half of the game.
Absolutely, 18%, 80% ball possession, 16 shots on goal, 7 on target. What a wayward Sheffield United. And Sheffield United this season have conceded 8 goals to Newcastle United.
Absolutely. Also, let's move a bit quickly because we're going to the Italian Serie A. No Lautaro Martinez on the score sheet, no problem. A penalty for Alexis Sanchez, Aslani, 2-1 victory over Genoa. But the big marker is this. They're now 15 points clear on top of the table after Juventus were beaten by Napoli. Jay.
My question is, what will people say now? Because if this is in Bundesliga, they will say it's Farmers League. If it's in League One, they say it's lowly rated. But when you talk of the best leagues in the world, you mention Premier League, La Liga, then the next that will come on board is Syria. And then it's surprising. I don't know what other teams are doing that they will allow this much.
No, as for me, I don't blame Inter Milan. I blame Osimhen for going to the AFCON. I blame Osimhen. No.
You're not sounding like the Rudy Garcia. I lost my job because Osimhen was not.
That is true. As at this point last season, we saw Napoli firing from all cylinders, and Osimhen was scoring, and Napoli were leading just because Osimhen went to the AFCON. Inter Milan are now flexing muscle.
But same you. When I was saying that CAF should align their calendar to match with, we said no. We should stay where we are. Look at.
Was that what I said?
Yeah, when I was saying,
I was hungry when I said that.
And now let's move quickly to the Champions League games that we play tonight. Bayern Munich taking on Lazio. Bayern Munich are 1-0 down. Their form in the league is abysmal. They played the 2-2 draw with Freiburg at the weekend. Lazio as well are not doing too good. They lost to AC Milan as well by a goal to nil. And they got 3 red cards. Total lack of discipline in the team. Rest of that as well at the Anoeta in Spain. They host Paris Saint-Germain. A distracted Paris Saint-Germain with Kylian Mbappe acting up. What should we be expecting tonight?
For me, we should be expecting cracker, especially that game between Lazio and Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich are currently deep in form with Thomas Tuchel. Already, his future has been decided. He will not be at the ends of affair as a coach for Bayern Munich. So it is just, let's just see out the season. But the way Lazio came back in that game in the first leg, I see Lazio doing more than a draw in this game against Bayern Munich. As for Bayern Munich, the fighting continues. Both with the coaches as well as the players. Paris Saint-Germain, just like Bayern Munich, but this time it is Kylian Mbappe and not their coach. There seems to be this disarray. Every time Kylian Mbappe was substituted in the early hours of the second half, the teams end up drawing or losing. They end up struggling, but it's all about Real Sociedad. We know what the Spanish team can do to any team on paper.
Is this a night of decision for Thomas Tuchel?
Yep.
It is a night of decision for Thomas Tuchel. Make or mark.
Very big night because but unfortunately, if I may have my prediction, with the way everything is going, that division in the team, that struggle that is there, is going to play a very big role in their progress. That is, if Thomas Tuchel should be able to come out, bringing the team together and come out with a very good tactics, it will be that is the only way that will keep Bayern Munich in this run. Else, I don't see them overcoming Lazio and progress to the next round.
And then let's move a bit further. Let's talk about one man. His name is Erik Ten Hang because it's very important. A lot of people have tagged him clueless. A lot of people have tagged him unwanted. A lot of people have called him names. A lot of people said he doesn't have the tactical wherewithal. A lot of people said he's not good enough. Can I continue?
You can go on and on.
Okay. I think
no, seriously. For a coach to come out and say his players played according to instruction, they are progressing, they are doing fine after conceding 6 goals this season to Manchester City, their fierce and a closer neighbor. It is something that is unforgivable. Chris Hutton came out to call him clueless and call him deluded. That for a coach to come out and be saying this kind of thing in a club like Manchester United is unforgivable. And the players as well are complaining that the running, the Mercurian training kind of training regimen is making them get injured quickly and regularly.
Do you agree?
That
with the school of thought that he's clueless.
absolutely, I agree with you.
Because last week we talked about Fabregas saying that he feels he has no plan, no philosophy, no style.
See, for me, the most painful part of this whole Erik Ten Hag that kept out hanging and in the position he is that I am one of the strong advocates for his recruitment. Not that I think I advocated.
Yeah.
I did not. I didn't influence it, but I talked. It's one of my wish for Manchester United, because if you look at the way Manchester United has been going down before his arrival, and you look at what he's been able to do at Ajax, and we look at the available managers or coaches at that period, he was the first for me to tick the box, knowing that if you come to Manchester United with the kind of resources they have, their wealth and everything, he will be able to form a very strong team, our squad for Manchester. But all I get to see is recruiting tired legs into the, and that's not what he's used to.
Going back to Ajax to get their players for Man United,
and those players, even those ones at Ajax, they came to Manchester United as if there is something at Old Trafford that just held them back, exactly. Or the money overwhelmed them and they just changed their life of football. Okay. I don't know.
Quickly, because of time, now get your crystal balls ready. I'll start with you, fine boy. Bayern Munich, Lazio.
Dicey call, but for me, I want to stick with Lazio. A 1-0 win for Lazio.
Lazio to go through.
I have said it
Lazio,
earlier,
okay.
But because he has said Lazio,
I'm loving this.
No, Bayern Munich is Bayern Munich. If not, Bayern Munich might win, but progression, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I'll stay with you. Real Sociedad, Paris Saint-Germain.
What was the first result?
2-0 PSG.
PSG overcome.
It's a win for PSG. A 3-1 win.
Kylian Mbappe, no issue, no problem.
No.
Either he plays or he wins. Paris Saint-Germain will go through.
Okay, guys, and we know that other games we played in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Gombe United will take on Shooting Stars. That's for 3 p.m. And the championship is Blackburn versus Millwall. Coventry City will take on Rotterdam United. Hull City will take on Birmingham City. Leeds United will play Stoke City. Sheffield Wednesday versus Plymouth Argyle. And Sunderland will take on Leicester. Not forgetting the game to Ipswich Town versus Bristol City. And then quickly from Formula One, we hear that Mohammed Ben Salman, the president of motorsport governing body FIA, is under investigation for allegedly interfering over Formula One race results. The whistleblower has told the FIA that Ben Salman allegedly intervened in overturning the penalty given to Aston Martin's Fernando Alonso at the 2023 Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. The report is in a claim by the FIA compliance officer to his ethics committee, which has been seen by the BBC. And finally, we hear that Andrei Rublev won the appeal against losing his ranking points and prize money after being disqualified from the Dubai Tennis Championship. The Russian was defaulted for unsportsmanlike conduct in the semi-final with Alexander Bublik. Rublev screamed in the face of the lines before the line judge following a dispute call in the third set. We hear that a fine of $36,400 for the code violation remains in place still after the appeal.
Justice served. Justice served for
So
Rublev.
we'll give you your money, but we'll collect our fine.
It doesn't matter. Money is just the bane of it all. If he can win the appeal justly and the whole thing has been returned and rescinded to his favor, come on, this is the kind of news we want to get watching sport.
So guys, don't worry.